up, Facebook world? It's your girl, Mindy C, coming at you on Monday. Happy Monday, you guys. This is Mindy from Michigan. I'm about right here in Michigan. If you're from Michigan, then you know what I mean when I hold up my hand. This looks like Michigan. This is the Upper Peninsula. This is the Lower Peninsula. I live about right there in Michigan. And if you are live with me, you'll see that red live box right there. You're on live stream with me. Hi, hello, how are you? And if you're on the replay, that's okay. Say hi, hello. I appreciate that too. So we are going to make some cauliflower mac and cheese. So I don't know how other to call it than mac and cheese, but instead of obviously the pasta, we're not putting no pasta in. So obviously we're going to put some cauliflower. So get yourself about 24 ounces of cauliflower. I've got this laid out in a nice pan right there because we are going to mix it all together. So if you're using raw cauliflower, cook it a little bit. So you want it to cook a little bit because you don't want it to be baking in the oven for 40 minutes. Hey April, how are you doing? Nice to see you. I missed some comments. Hey Edna, how are you doing? Okay, so tonight you're going to need some butter. You're going to need some cheese. You're going to need some, what else? We got onions. We got salt, pepper, heavy whipping cream, cream cheese, bacon. We got some bacon. We've got some chopped green onions. I've got some pounded up Parmesan cheese crisps as well, you guys. So super yummy. I've got a cup and a half of shredded cheese. You can use, I'm using like a Monterey Jack. So you can use a cheddar. You can use whatever type of cheese you want. I just got 1 cup and a half cup. So this is for the topping. This is going to go into the sauce. So 1.5 cups, half cup reserved. So I got the burner on. I'm going to put 4 tablespoons of butter in my pan. Butter. Hey Kimberly, how are you doing? Nice to see you on here. Hey Lee, nice to see you. We're making some cauliflower mac and cheese tonight, you guys. And I'm putting some bacon in it. So if you're more of a vegetarian, then don't put the bacon in there. Or there's all different kinds of vegetarians out there. Some of them don't eat any animal products. Some of them are plant-based. So you can omit whatever. So we're going to put onions in there. So if you don't like onions, you don't have to put onions. Hey, Kathy, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Hey, Beth from North Carolina. Nice to see you. Hey, Rachel. Nice to see you. We are making some cauliflower mac and cheese tonight. So just very simple ingredients. Cheese, some onions, some cream cheese, some heavy whipping cream. Obviously, some cauliflower. If you use fresh, again, you might want to steam it a little bit because you want it to cook a little bit. So I am using, actually, this is frozen cauliflower. So I put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes. So it's still cold, but we're going to mix it in there and let it cook down because it's going to be a little bit watery. So I want to get some of that water out. So let me get some, what do we want? The onions. We're going to put the onions in. So we're going to put a half cup of onions and we are going to saute these onions. Hey, Ida from Florida, nice to see you. So a half cup of onions, you guys, and 4 tablespoons of butter. That's what's starting off this dish. You'll need about 24 ounces of cauliflower. I am using frozen. The only bad thing about frozen is cauliflower holds a lot of water. So that's the only thing about cauliflower. It holds a lot of water. So when you defrost it, sometimes you have to drain some of the excess water. Let's turn that up. That's up. We gotta let that. I got a lot of butter in this pan, but that's okay. A little extra butter is not gonna hurt you. Hey Rhonda, how are you doing? First timer, nice to see you. My name is Mindy. I'm from Michigan. Let me know where you're from. Are you new to keto? Are you just following keto? Are you just low carb? Are you, I don't know, low fat? Like, tell me what your lifestyle is. I'm keto, so I've been doing keto for almost 2 years. So everybody that has watched me, they pretty much know my story. So I've been doing keto. It'll be 2 years in January, and I lost a total of 90 pounds. And I lost that 90 pounds in actually 10.5 months. So almost a year later, I'm still maintaining. I try to find the easiest, yummiest recipes that I can cook. Some of them I create, and some of them I get inspired by cookbooks. Some of them some of my teammates, they cook a lot, so I get recipes from them. I belong to a wonderful keto group where there's no keto police. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of recipes, so I'll go in there for ideas because I know somebody I know actually made it, so that makes a big difference. That Pinterest, I tell you what, sometimes those recipes are hit or miss. Sometimes those recipes are winners, and some of them are like, what the hell? Straight up. Hey, Nick, how are you doing? Thanks for sharing. All right, Rhonda from Louisville, Kentucky. I've been to Louisville, actually. Went to the Louisville Slugger Museum or whatever that was. That was, woo. Gosh, if I could pull those pictures out from when I was in Louisville, that was, 15 years ago, and I already know I was a size 20. So I already know that was one of my heavier points at that point in Kentucky. So we got some butter, we got some onions. That's all we got. You can caramelize these onions or you can just cook them. And again, I'm using frozen onions, you guys. I went to this really cool store here in Michigan. It's a Mennonite store. So I don't know if you know what a Mennonite is, but a Mennonite is just almost like an Amish person, but there's a little more privileges. So I think they can drive. I think they have cell phones. So a little more lenient on the guidelines of their lifestyle. So we go up to this Mennonite store, and oh my God, you guys, that's where I got my 15 bag. That's where I got my bag of 15 pounds of bacon. Actually, I bought 20 pounds of bacon when I was up there. 15 pounds was only $35. Can you believe that? How can you pass that up? So I got a lot of stuff in there. They have a lot of bulk things up there. They had a whole aisleway that was almost all keto. Like your sugar-free syrups, your sugar-free barbecue sauces, your sugar replacements. So I was actually quite impressed that they were up on the keto world. Hey Sharon, how are you doing? Hey Braylee, nice to see you. Nice to see you. So I got some butter in the pan. I got some onions. The onions are sauteing. We are making a cauliflower mac and cheese tonight. You need some bacon, some heavy whipping cream. Now, I'm going to turn my burner down a little bit because I've got to add that heavy whipping cream and the cream cheese. And we don't want to scorch anything. So I'm just going to turn that down. Again, I got a little extra butter in my pan, but that's okay. I love butter. Bacon, butter, cheese. But anyways, yeah, that Mennonite store, I bought 10 pounds of pepperonis. I split everything up. I've got a food vacuum sealer, so I buy in bulk. And then I split it up into packages because it's a little bit cheaper. So that's how I do it. I got a bag of chicken. I got some lunch meat. I got all kinds of stuff. I love that store. That's the first time I was there. But 15 pounds of bacon. I've never seen a bacon in a package that big before. I was in heaven. Heaven. Yum, yum. Okay, so we're going to turn that down. I just want to get that butter so it turns down a little bit because I want to add this. I'm going to add the heavy whipping cream. Whoa, I'm spilling it. Whoa, I'm spilling it. So if you are just turning in, let me just slowly pour this in. I want to get my whisk, so get your whisk out for this part. So turn that burner down and bring those onions and butter down a little bit on the heat. Get your whisk. And I've got my cream cheese right here, 2 ounces. I already softened it. It's easier to blend in your recipes when you soften your cream cheese first, you guys. So just like a mac and cheese, there we go. Yeah, so that Mennonite store is my all-time favorite store in the world. Like, they had everything. They even had, like, little things. Where did I put that thing? I'll show you what I got. I'm going to show you this real quick. You just hold on 1 second. Oh, here we go. I bought this there. This is an avocado whatever. So you peel it or you core it this way, and then after you open it up, see that? Then you scoop it out and you'll have avocado slices. I had to pick it up. I had to pick it up. So they had like houseware stuff in there too. They had mostly food, lots of food, but bulk items and cheaper, way cheaper. Hey Drea, how are you doing? Hey Holly, nice to see you. Yes, my pan is oblong. This is a Rachel Ray pan. So since I'm going to be mixing the cauliflower in there, I wanted to have a bit of a deeper pan. So this is one from my Rachel Ray set, and it's an oval one. So it's oval instead of round. So it can fit a lot of stuff. So when I make like food prepping things, like, I don't know, spicy jambalaya, I'll make a big old pot. I'll make it in here because I can fit more in there. And then that way I'll have plenty for the rest of the week if I food prep. I don't food prep very often. I'm not a big food prepper. You know, I just keep all of the things in my refrigerator and ready. And then I find quick and easy recipes that I can use and cook after I get done with work all day long. Hey Rhonda, how are you doing? Hey Kate, how are you doing? And tonight was a very late night for me. I had to take my mom back down to the doctor's. And if you already know my story, a couple weeks ago, my mom had ran into some issues with her heart, and she ended up having 3 stents put in. She had 2 blockages, and two 100% black and one 80% black. So I had to take her back down to the doctor's today, and I was wrong. She didn't have 3 blockages. She had 5, you guys. So she's been having problems with breathing again. So she's got to go. She's now scheduled to go in on Wednesday to get those other 2 arteries. So he stented 3 arteries, and the other 2 he was just going to wait and see if she got any type of symptoms. So when she went in today, she said she had a hard time, you know, she had a hard time breathing and everything. So anyways, my mom was walking around with 5 blocked arteries. So she's scheduled to go in next Wednesday. We don't know the time, but again, she just had this happen like 2 weeks ago. So she got 3 stents. And yeah, so that's where I was with my mom. We got stuck on the expressway. There was an accident, so we were on 94. That's an interstate in Michigan. All right, so we got the cheese melted, you guys. Okay, so I've got 1 cup of cheese in there. I've got a ½ cup of onions. I've got some 4 tablespoons of butter, 2 ounces of cream cheese, and a ½ cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm going to throw this bacon. I'm going to throw this ½ cup of, I just used real bacon bits. That's what I use tonight. And you're going to want to salt and pepper it so you can taste the sauce if you need a little more pepper, or you can just eyeball it. Just be careful on the salt because the cheese has salt in it, so you don't want to get all crazy with the salt. And then we're just going to mix that up, and that's pretty much what you're doing here. So you're just making a little bit of a sauce, and then we are going to pour our cauliflower right into this pan, and we are going to coat all of this awesome cauliflower, and then we're going to put it back into the pan. I'm going to sprinkle it with some cheese and put some green onions and then some crushed up Parmesan cheese crisps, and it's going in the oven, and it's going to bake for about 20 minutes at 400 degrees. So you want to check it after 15. If it's nice and gooey and ooey and bubbly, then, you know, you can take it out in 15 minutes. So be the judge. You want to get this cheese and buttery. You want it to all melt into the cauliflower. Hey, Glenn Rees, how are you doing from Australia? Nice to you. Thank you so much, April. Yeah, I had no idea that my mom had 2 more arteries that were blocked. And I can't remember what he was calling it. He was saying all kinds of fancy heart names and stuff. But he had a heart diagram, and he showed exactly where the blocked arteries that he repaired. So my mom, as of right now, has 8 stents that she has been over the last 10 years. She's had 8 stents altogether. And this 3 more is going to be 11. So my mom has heart disease. It runs in our family. So that's something that I have to be careful of. And especially doing this keto diet. So, you know, you have to watch out on the keto lifestyle that you don't get stuck in eating too many saturated fats. So that's your animal fats. That's your cheeses. That's your butter. Pretty much everything that's in this dish. So I am an animal fat junkie. So I do really have to watch myself. I take my MCT oil every day. And I don't even know how this happened, but there's a celery in here. So there must have been a celery when they packaged up. So there you go. This is all we did for the cauliflower mac and cheese, you guys. So if you're just tuning in, it's cauliflower mac and cheese tonight. Super duper easy. Get yourself a couple packages of frozen cauliflower, or just do like one head and cut it up into florets. And then you're going to start off with putting 4 tablespoons of butter into the pan. And then you're going to saute a ½ cup of onions. And then you're going to add the bacon. You're going to add the heavy whipping cream. You're going to add the softened cream cheese and the cup of shredded cheese, whatever one you use. Whether it's cheddar or Monterey Jack. If you want to make a spicy cauliflower mac and cheese, you could use a pepper jack cheese. You could top it with jalapenos. So you can do all different kinds. And again, if you're straight up vegetarian, leave the bacon out so you can have a cauliflower mac and cheese. So I'm going to just shimmy that around like that. And I'm going to take our other ½ cup of reserved cheddar. Well, it's Monterey Jack. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to sprinkle over all of that goodness right there. Let me even it out. All of that goodness right there. Yum, yum, yum. And then I'm going to put the Parmesan crisps in there. Boom. Sprinkle those all over the top of it. These are kind of like your crunchy texture. So you get your soft texture, you get your cheesy, you get your bacon, you get your crunchy. And that is it. We'll put them all on there. About 4 ounces. Hey, Lori, how are you doing? Thank you so much, Lori. I appreciate that. And then I'm just going to sprinkle with the chopped green onions, you guys. And that, whoa, that onion just popped. Holy moly. There we go. So that's going into the oven at 400 for 20 minutes. And it's going to come out all nice and ooey and gooey. It's going to kind of look the same, except for the cheese is going to be melted. But it's going to be kind of the same. There we go. So cauliflower mac and cheese, you guys. That's what I got for you tonight. I hope you guys are having a great Monday night. I definitely am going to bed early today. I did not sleep good last night. I don't know why. I was up all night long. So I'm going to bed early tonight. That is for sure. So I hope you guys are having a good night. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.